Yeah, good night. This is the Cutting Edge, and I refer there with you. And next Wednesday, out of the freezer, into the incubator. Go and yell up style, new style radio. In a Birmingham, who facilitate a program, Stepping Razor. It was wonderful, man, wonderful. One yell up all the ones them, I can't remember all of them names within the studio. Small studio, jam pack up. We want yell up and Cobia and Duke, who we are saying are Jamaica, you know. Yeah, we're not here. We know to them they are Jamaica, yeah, so we want yell up and Cobia, you know. Yes, and Cobia, give me a gift, yeah. May I tell you, man, one of the sweetest gifts, child, is give me gift still, but the gift them is long-lasting and everlasting. So we want yell up and Cobia 100 times. And we want yell up the sister name, Emma. Emma is the one who responsible for make me there in England 2 times for this year already. 2 times we go for. She brought me to England, Birmingham and London. Umar Johnson, Umar Johnson, you know. Come like me and him a traveler now. Me I'm a traveling spy, you know, from South Africa to Nassau, from Nassau to England, from England to England to Jamaica. We give thanks to all the people who turn out. In a London, Saturday gone. Wonderful. Why you love my sister? Never say her for a long while. Say I know why you love my sister. Donna, why you love her up, trust me. Why you love all the ones them, enough ones. And the amount of CD when me get. We don't say some man cock the weight of the radio, the cool head, or the freezer there. From me then it not go below 11, it not go higher than 11, you know. 11 degrees centigrade, it not go higher than 11. Trust me. Freezer box, you call that. We want to heal up my brethren. Wait. Don't leave me an inch. Yeah, man. We had wonderful time and irons. Yes. A 3 sparring partner in England. We want to heal them up. We want to heal up all the sisters them who we meet for the first time and the second time and the third time. Yes, we want to heal them up. Because, trust me, if I was certain one day in England to write, you know, I sit down in my hotel room and not move, you know. May I tell you? That place just look like the end of days, man. Like no other day now come after the day where you have experienced so it just gloomy and it just cold and may I tell you that poor boy will be do for 11 years. I can't see why I will probably left England and road come back to Jamaica road go Africa, you know. Because when we go up there with our warm self and tell the people them say it's not good to stay in a white man country too long, that just resonate. For years it resonate at the hearts and the minds of people them. We woke up some politician in a Gambia. When we there at Gambia, we woke up some politician and say, boy, Muta, you make us come back to Africa, you know, come and land here, you know, because when we used to go college in Europe, we hear this brother come on the stage and I say it's not good to stay in a white man country too long. And it resonates with them that them say why them have to go back to them country. And I joke about quite a few of them in a Gambia, because enough Gambian used to pack up to show them. Enough Gambian. We don't know so much Gambian there in Europe, but may I tell you, them did enough. And Gambia one of the, if not the smallest country in Africa too. Yes, so we give thanks. And we're there back again, and we feel we are tired. So if we sound, if you all talk and make no coherent speech, you know, say true, we still under the influence of the freezer box. The freezer box is rough. It sounds like I hear Cedric might run this or two, you know. Yes. Anyway, you know, last week when we were on the program in a London, there, Shamara give her a WhatsApp to tell me, say, Sam Clayton passed away. You know, the other thing that I go, I never ever remember to say Sam Clayton, for those of you who don't know, Sam Clayton was one of the Rastafari brethren them who did meet Haile Selassie in Ethiopia and who was on a mission. He was also the main vocalist in the mystic revelation of Rastafari. That Rastafari group was the first Rastafari group, not reggae, but we call it kete drumming, who went out there and used the authentic drums and tour with it all over the globe. The mystic revelation of Rastafari. You know, you'll have man like Count Azin there, Ozzy and Sam and them man there, but Sam passed away. We hear last week when we was in England, and one of the definitive Rastafari album was the Ground Nation album. As a matter of fact, it's the first album I ever see will come in like 3 different albums in a one jacket. Mystic Revelation of Rastafari, Ground Nation. We want to feature Sam Clayton. My greatest memory of the Mystic Revelation was performing with them in a Lincoln Center in New York. Big concert. Mutabaruka read poetry and the Mystic Revelation a chant and a beat drum. So we want to play the ultimate Ground Nation album from the Mystic Revelation of Rastafari. And this is the one where we're going to play. We want to give thanks to Sam Clayton, philosopher, artist, Rastafari. Sam Clayton, the narrator from the Mystic Revelation of Rastafari album, Ground Nation. Some say man is stone, some say man is tree, some say man is river. But who is saying all of this is man. All concept of God come from man. If there was no man, there wouldn't be any concept of God. So, the rational and the logics is man create God, and in turn, God reciprocate and create man. I am the one you have been waiting for, because I am my ancestor, and my ancestor is I. So we declare Rastafari. Some people can't take it, because them start to tell you this, that, all sort of thing about Haile Selassie, but in the definitive understanding, all the things them that you hear about good and bad, wrong and right, is man. Is man create those things and keep it in the confines of the ability of man to comprehend or rationalize his situation in the environment where he live in. So he create laws and doctrines to keep the community or the state or the house intact. And then them call it order. So you have to be in order. And the things them that in state to keep the things them intact is called law. So man create law. And this law was supposed to keep the community or the family intact. And there is consequences for not following the law. And man gets so cruel in his consciousness that him start to use the law in his own personal benefit. And those personal benefits lead to the oppression of the people who the law was supposed to keep in order. So the people them who feel it from the people them who create the laws to keep the community and the family intact. The people them who feel it start to rebel And them start to rebel against the people who make the law to keep the people them intact, that they can be orderly. And when they start to rebel against these individuals and these groups that makes these law, they are now known as lawless. You are lawless, and unlawful behavior is what you are now practicing. So they make things and create things to punish you. And so you look at the laws now and you start to feel guilty. So the law is not there to save you. The law don't save nobody. The law bring a sense of guilt because you feel that you are going against the community, going against the group. The law kill. So the law, whether you want to accept it or not, whether it is against your humanness or whether it is against you being a human being, you have to follow the law. So it causes conflict in the minds of the people who is supposed to follow the law so as to keep order in the community and in the family. It starts to have this lawlessness in your mind when you revolt against the law because it is binding you to a situation that you are not comfortable with. So you have to get law to protect you from the other law. And laws become laws, and laws is there to rectify all these laws. And you realize the law is not saving you. You have to go inside of yourself. You have to go find yourself inside of yourself now, because the law is for the lawless. And the law creates lawlessness. We're going to say that again. The law creates lawlessness. The law is there to make you feel like you are doing something wrong every time you do something from your consciousness. So we'll have to put away the law and come from the humanity that drives us as human beings. But some of us cannot find that divinity in ourselves. Most of us could not find those divinity in ourselves. So we turn to outside entities. Some of us turn to outside entities that look like ourselves. Some of us turn to inside entities that we cannot explain why this thing is and why it is not. So we call this thing now God. And the God is supposed to now instruct the people them who create the law to mete out punishment on those who go against the law. So you have a whole heap of criminals now who are not necessarily criminals, but they are doing something that is against the law, that is not driving the community or the group or the family in order, because that was the intention of the law in the first place. The law was there to keep you in line. And because you were not being kept in line, the men who create the law decide that they're going to create something higher than themselves. So they start to create gods, and they put the gods above them. And we start to now feel more guilty and fearful because the men who create the law start to tell you and us that these laws don't necessarily come from a person in the community or a person in the family, but these laws was coming from something that is higher than the family, than the community, and than the individual who is supposed to keep the law. So you become very fearful of something that you don't know about, never see, never hear, or never feel. And because of that now, you start to create things to bring about the illusion of something out there that is causing you to either keep the law or break the law. And what is that something that keeps you intact? Not the person who make the law, but the person who make the law tell you that there's someone or something higher than him that create that law. And since you cannot comprehend the thing higher than the person who make the law, it make you get fearful and frightful. And when you break that law, you are punished in the name of that something that you are told by the people who make the law. You are punished. They tell you that that is the thing that is punishing you, is not them. But when you look at the reality of your situation, it's them who make the law punishing you. Someone say, it's only the something can judge you. When real and truth is in fact, it's him judging you who make the law. Because there's no court in the world that you don't go inside, that the judge is not the same man who is supposed to keep the law, that is now telling you that you break the law and you have to pay the price for breaking this law. There's no other thing outside of that judge that is going to judge you. Because all judgment is presided over by men. There's no other judge that will judge you other than the judgment that men put upon you, that these men create laws in order to keep the community, the group, or the family together. So you have to go to a higher level than the judge, and go deep within yourself and find that the wrong and the right is inside of you, not in the law. Because when you find that heights of consciousness and divinity that you search for, and when you look inside of yourself and you find that divinity in yourself, it is much, much higher than any law, whether written on stone or written in book or written in the constitution of any country. But first, you have to weigh yourself. You have to weigh yourself. You have to put yourself in the scale. And you have to put something light, like a feather, on the other side of the scale. And make sure that the scale don't tip. Because if the scale tip, you are going to feel the pain and the anguish that you have never felt before. And it is not an outside force that is going to judge you. It is your conscience that will judge you. And your conscience is the most precise judge of all the judges that you will ever find, whether in a court of law in a book or written on any stone. Because what you find in yourself was there before any book was written. Any book that anybody can bring to you and say, this is the book of all books. He must have to go inside himself now and say, but I was before the book. And who write the book? Is the men them who create the law that I know can break a law and them find I guilty to want I to punish I. But I trick them. I say, in keeping myself intact, it will also enable I to live outside of the framework of the law, yet still keeping the law. So when I move, him can't say I broke the law, yet it is not the law why I do what I do. It's my conscience. Make I do what I do. It's not the law. Because every time I follow the law, I get fearful and I feel guilty. And I don't want to be fearful and guilty of something that is high right, human being write it, and then push it pan I until I must fear something outside of them that tell I say, what you know, it's not I write, thou shall not do this, you know. Or it's not say, the law say in this, if a man commit murder, you must do this, you know. He must say it's not him write it, but it's him write it because him have a community, him have a family, and him have a nation for keeping order. But guess what now? When I go inside of myself and find myself, I say, but I gone above that book. I gone above those laws of that country. Because when I walk, I keep the law. But that law is not written with pen and paper. That law is written in the consciousness. In the consciousness of I being. That law is written. Serious thing. This is the cutting edge. Yeah, so the man them who create that thing outside of them that tell you say it's not them write the law, but it's something outside of them write the law. Realizing that you who break the law and is confronted now with a judgment by the men them who write the law, them have to now tell you say it's not, there's something outside of you why you broke the law. It's another something outside of them that make you broke the law. So them create the next thing now, which is the opposite of the something outside of you that create, that them tell you to create the book. And say this thing that you know why cause you to break the law is it come from the same thing. But you can't see that thing neither. Just like how you can't see the thing that write the book. That of the law that you must really maintain. But them tell you now, say, it's something else that make you break the law. It's not something that write the book make you break the law. It's something opposite to the thing that you claim, that them claim you write the book. I don't want the people them to get confused, but listen to carefully. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. So them create a next thing now outside of them. And that thing now is supposed to be make you even more fearful. Because the two things you fear. But you see, fear can't bring love. If you love, there's no fear. But them teach you that fear is the thing, is the ultimate love. Like how them tell you, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and love God and fear him. All this talk. And even though them claim to right, them claim the right to tell you when you break that law that them right, that them claim says something else right it. When you go to them court, the court trump all the laws them that outside of the court that them claim say, is this something right? it have no significance in a them court of law. Because that is what them call it. Them call it them court of law. So when you go in front of the judge, physical judge, the same judge that give you the law that claims says somebody has write it, when you go in front of him, you can't call upon the person who them claim write the law to free you, because all of your being is in the hands of the judge that sit down in front of you. The same person who write the law and tell you, say, it's not them write the law, but it's something higher than them write the law. And then now you can't call upon something higher than them for free you, because it's a person who sit down in front of you, call himself judge, that going to judge you and either put you in prison or put you to death. It's so it go. So, Marcus Garvey said, if you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. And we lose confidence because we search for our salvation in the law. And the law quicken you to death. That is what the law is there to do. There's no outside force that is going to judge you according to your works. All your works will be judged by the same person them who make the law and tell you say it's something other one that make the law. Because in life, there's no death. Yet still we know that all of us must reach that stage of dying. And if you're religious and religious, you will start to claim that there is no death. Yet still when you look on your reality, you are seeing people dying around you every day. So why you feel say you going to miss that? But because them bring it to you, them bring it to you to make you feel that way. And them know the truth. The same man who say, if you drop a woman purse, you're going to go to in front of the judge. Is not no invisible person going to judge you for thief a woman purse. Is a human being that's sitting in front of you and going to tell you, say, 12 months in a prison. So you're the greater one now. The greater one is you. That when you see the woman purse, that human divinity, that divine consciousness tell you, say, it's not your purse, so don't draw it. And if you know, say, if you stay within the confines of your divinity, you won't grab the woman purse, or you won't shoot down your brother, or whatsoever, etc., that you feel, say, the law say you mustn't do. But you can go beyond that law by digging deep into your consciousness and realize, say, the law connects with your consciousness, but your consciousness don't allow you to feel guilty because you preempt the guilt. You preempt the guilt. So there's no some other thing that is causing you to do it, or some other thing that causes you not to do it. There's no other thing out there or anywhere else that is causing you to do or not to do anything. All the things that you are doing is influenced by your environment that you live in, and in a smaller scale upon where your conscience carry you to. So if you go out there, go grab somebody's purse and go shoot somebody, and you are doing it, and you have to pay that consequence either by your conscience or by a judge where them going to put in front of you, and them going to give you life imprisonment or a next man who will work off of the guilt trip, go and go look for you and shoot you, said you like how you shoot the next person. So don't bring nothing else into that. No bring no other thing. And say, why I choose this and that make me do it and that make me do it. And you do it. And you will have to pay for the consequences. Nobody feels there's someone above the law. Because as I said before, those little laws that people tell you about, it will have no significance when you go into a court of law. No significance when you go into a court of law. It's a man sitting up there so, and I ask you if you feel guilty or you don't feel guilty. And then go and go say, because you broke the law, you have to pay the consequences of breaking that law. I not take the blame, but I know say if you do something, it come like I do it. Because the same thing will drive you, drive me. But there are pillars. There are pillars of one building, but them separate. One building and you have different pillars all up the building. And it don't mean that because you knock down one of the pillars, the whole building go and come down, but it go and make the building kind of more shaky. And you don't want the building shake. So you try your best as the pillar to don't allow that pillar over there to get cracked in any way, form, or method. Because you are doing your part by holding up the building so as not to stretch the other pillar over there and make the other pillar have to hold up more than it can bear. There's nothing outside there that is directing your course of action more than you and the environment where you live in. That is what allows you to do what you do, when you do it, how you do it, where you do it, and why you do it. You do it. No other one doing it. You do it. The lawmaker makes the law. There's nothing that is outside of the lawmaker that is spurring him on to make laws. Him look on the environment where him live in, him look on the family, him look on the community and decide, say, when him do this and when him say this go and keep certain thing intact. This is the cutting edge on RFM. Example number 1. A man have him only son. And him decide, say, him going to carry him son in the center of the city and kill him son because that something that was created by the person or the people them who make the law, that person is now instilling something in him head that is telling him, say, the only way him going to be redeemed from the guilt of the law that the men in the community set for him to keep order is to take him son and kill him son. No. If you do that, and I challenge any man or any woman who are listening to me right now, tell me, say, if you ever do that, police now go hold on for you and carry you go in front of a judge. And you can't tell them, say, that there's something higher than the judge in front of you will tell you, say, you must go kill your son. Because the man in front of you is the judge. Trump all of the things them where you think you have in your head that was created by the man. See a man who sit down there, a judge you. The same man create the law And then because him realize you not follow him create something else until he say that something greater than him, and that something is more destructive, and that something is more kind and loving, and that something will kill you. So, if you think, say, the judge I got take into consideration, say, okay, the thing that I tell this man, say, is greater than him and greater than me. Tell him, say, must go kill him son, so I will let him off. Not like that now go happen. Not like that now go happen. You now get let off. You're going to go charge for attempted murder. They're going to charge you for attempted murder. You can't go around it. And you could have ball, blood, prayer, this, that. You are going to be charged for trying to kill your son. Because the man who make the law know you're going to break the law. So him create other laws for really keep intact the law that he did make originally, and him don't take you into consideration that you are a human being and you have something named conscience and consciousness. And the only way it's going to play out properly in the community and in the environment which you live is to appeal to your consciousness and your conscience. Because no law going to save you from the wrath of the judge. No law. Because it's him make the law. And the law is for the lawless. Yeah, the law is for the lawless.
In the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, the mystic revelation of Rastafari. This is the cutting edge. And IRFM, we're there with you. As we are saying, we come from out of the coal into the incubator. The incubator is much nicer because we melanin did really set for that. You understand? We skin did set for that. You understand? So, the nearer to the equator, the more melanin. I don't know if somebody want to contradict that. The nearer to the equator, the more melanin. The further you go from the equator, less melanin. Vitamin D is very important for the skin and for different, what them call it, things that is in your body. That is why a lot of people, them spend millions of dollars to come just to sit in the sun. Can you believe that? Something that we have every day freely. People spend millions, especially this time of the year. Especially this time of the year. Them spend millions of dollars just to come to sit in the sun. And you know, we afraid of the sun. When last a whole heap of ones who listen to me now ever just make the sun kiss them body. All of them body. As a matter of fact, you can't do that too because the way they must set up the house them now. The way they must set up house now, the way you live now. From them high-rise building. You come out naked from your balcony to rant, people call police or start laugh. Is either them a laugh or call police and draw for them cell phone. May I tell you, you see a picture and I say, yes, look here now. Them don't know says kiss you, I try make the sun kiss you. But then it's all a mad thing some people look on that as to. How Muta talk up on the radio about make sun kiss him skin. Yes, a madness we attack and it's nice. The madness they're nice. Your body's supposed to feel the warmth of the sun. Then you know, go out, niggle and go out on the big thing. Go say, why you think tourists lay down there? You think I'm mad, them mad? Them want the melanin. They want the melanin. And sometimes we have to regenerate ourselves. This is the continuation of RFM. The time is 12 o'clock. The book of life is not written with pen and ink or pencil and lead. It's written in the consciousness and conscience of man. Because we quote again, we're going to quote from the Bible, you know. How can you say you love God who you cannot see? Yet still you cannot love who you can see. And we add, you have to love who you can see because maybe who you can't see, maybe who you can see is a manifestation of that which you cannot see. How can you say you love God and you cannot see? Yet still you cannot love who you can see. First you have to love who you can see. Because who you can see may be a manifestation of who you can't see. And we are say who you can see is a manifestation of where you think you can't see. Who you can see is a manifestation. So all these talk, these arguments about out there, no. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. It's there for love. All the bird them, the flowers, all of them there for love. But yet still you want to give love to something that you don't know, but you believe. What you believe you know was taught to you by people who believe them know. Yes, to the last drop. To the very, very last drop. Choose who you surround yourself with. Choose who you surround yourself with. That is the value of your life. The value of your life depends on who you surround yourself with. And if you don't believe me, check your life now and check how you're living. And then go check who you surround yourself with. And see if it don't have a relationship with how you live. Yes. Yes, this is the cutting edge words to motivate and inspire. Yes, Iel.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Iel?
I listen to you. You come out of the cold.
Okay, make me say Iel again. Iel.
Iel, brother, what you say? You hear me?
I hear you now, yes.
Yeah. Me that say come out of the cold.
Yeah, come out of the freezer box.
But Muta, you never back up Millie tomorrow up there.
Yeah, well, you know, it's weird that you should have said that, you know. We was trying to get her up on the program up there, you know.
Eh?
But she kind of in all kind of seclusion kind of vibes there where she not really come out, you know.
Yeah.
But she was, before we talked to Owen Gray. Did you hear Owen Gray?
Yeah. Me hear you talk to some people, but I don't remember their name.
Owen Gray, a long time artist from them time, from Millie Small days. Well, she was the one who didn't really try get, but she not do the interview with them or nothing. She just stay there, you know.
But all the while, me hear them talk about Millie tomorrow, and I never try to get her back here before she...
But you know, hear what I say? She not do them something that she just sit down. She not do nothing.
Oh.
She not do interview, she not perform, she not do nothing.
Oh.
You understand? Because I say, she will it go far.
Yeah.
And it's that we say. That is here where we say. You know them say. She not do nothing.
Oh.
And she will go for the program last week. Will go for her for the program.
Me not listen to you, but me never really know that you go up there for interview or so.
No, I never go up there for interview her, you know.
Eh?
I never go up there for interview her, you know.
Oh.
But true, I was doing the program up there. I was trying to get someone on the radio from them time there.
Yeah.
So I say, Millie Small or Owen Gray. We got Owen Gray.
Yeah.
You know? So, yes, that's where it go. But, yeah, she not do nothing. She not do nothing at all.
But the last information me hear from her is that she kind of sick.
Yeah. All of that involved, too.
Yeah.
All of that involved, too.
And I'm very sorry for you that she's sick.
Yeah.
Because she's a Jamaican woman, I get penalty and she come from Clarendon.
Yeah, and she was the first one for really bust out there. As a
yes,
little girl,
the
a little teenager
industry.
girl.
She and tooth.
Eh?
She and tooth.
Yeah, as a little teenager girl, she go out there go bust out there.
Yeah, because one time I see her picture and she kind of slim.
Yeah. My boy Lollipop.
Yeah, my boy Lollipop.
Yeah.
I get to understand her husband was a guy like Williams, huh?
I don't know him name.
Yeah.
I don't know him name. She have a tune name I love Sweet Williams to do.
Yeah.
I love Sweet Williams. Yeah, she have a little tune name I love Sweet
remember,
Williams.
yes. And she was singing, get to understand, she was singing about Mr. Williams with a rubber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But I'm an always that hear people talk about this great woman, Millie Tumal from Clarendon. I get to understand, her music is one of the second music where hit.
Yeah.
Really
she have one name O. Henry too, you know. O. Henry. Yeah. She have one name O. Henry.
Yeah.
And she do some with her brother named Pantan. Never only for them, you know. Maybe play some little more still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right.
Take care, my brother.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yes. Yeah, man, we try to get Millie Small the last week, Saturday. Not, last week, Saturday. Last week, Thursday. We try to get her, but, it never worked out. But Owen Gray, man, I tell you, Owen Gray still a tour, you know. Yeah, the man I talk about him just come from Singapore and Brazil and all them places. One will never know. No, one will never know. So the man there, were from then time there. And now them are touring, you know, a stranger call there. Right, stranger call a top tour, you know. I tell you that, I same depend the I send me where come from too. The man in a stop tour. And them gone way up in the age, you know. Way up. Anyway, cutting edge with the pan. And we take some calls. Me and I could play this tune here. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Muta.
Blessed man.
I'm not a talk about from China. Miss Dinah daughter from James still.
You want to talk about what?
Girl, they talk about from Clarendon. Miss Dinah daughter from James to come from.
Millie Small.
Yeah, man, the girl they talk about. Miss Dinah daughter from James, you know.
Who's Miss Dinah?
Yeah, man, from James to Clarendon.
Oh, I don't know Miss
Dinah.
Yeah,
stagger you talk to you, you know. And remove credit, you can't come here. I come back still in a week.
You come back in a week?
Yeah, talk.
I'm not there in the week, man. I go with tomorrow.
I work, cool, man.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man, respect.
Yes, EL.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
Blessed.
All right, man.
This is one of Roy Richard's son remembering. Yeah.
May I hear you?
Yeah, man. I'm saying one of Roy Richard's son, you know.
Roy Richards?
Yeah, the blind mouth organist.
Me know, man. He used to play to all them nose, man.
Yes. Well, my name is Jukebox. Enter Festival for this 2018. Yeah, man. And it's like right now, I'm feeling so grateful to know that Friday coming is his birthday. They asked me to play 2 and song them today.
Roy Richards. You want your Roy Richards song, you say? You might listen to the radio, you know?
Yeah, man.
Me say you want your Roy Richards song?
Yes. One of them named Friend and Company, and one named Freedom Blues.
All right, you know, me love Freedom Blues, you know.
Yeah.
Me love, what kind of love Freedom Blues? Eh?
Friend and Company. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to the radio hard.
Yeah. Well, we still Muta. Big up to all the IE crew right now. And I want to say, right now, I see we get a 2 tune to play too. Can I big up somebody?
Yeah, man.
First and foremost, I'm going to say big up. Yeah, first and foremost, I'm just bigging up the Almighty God. To the Almighty God.
If you keep listening to your radio, you're not going to hear nothing.
Oh, well, all right. I want to say big up to my little son, Romy, and Romy from the Kingston, Finland. Big up the mother. Okay.
All right. So when you say Roy Richard's birthday, you know?
No, that's Friday.
Friday?
Yes.
All right. We love that tune now, so we're going to play that one. Here goes.
Yes.
Oh, I used to go to Carib Theatre to watch Byron and the Dragonaires are playing, you know, and Dennis Brown and all them artists. But this artist here, blind. And you see them play the Muta organ, I'm nosy my user plate since Friday's Richard's birthday. He's a blind brethren playing the harmonica, or what you call Muta organ. And may I tell you, sometimes he plays with him nose, yeah. That same tune, yeah. He can blow that with him nose. It's a joke. Yes, E.L. Cutting Edge.
Blessed Muta.
Blessed man.
Give thanks to life and all your days, Give thanks to the energy.
Eh?
Yeah, give thanks to the energy, man.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Hey, you know, the more after something different, still. Mm-hmm. All you know is that the people them have schizophrenia, them have display schizophrenic behavior.
Oh, what?
All you ever say the people them have schizophrenic behavior. How you know that?
Oh, you don't know what name schizophrenic?
Yeah.
You know what schizophrenic is?
Yeah, come on, have it.
You have schizophrenic behavior?
Yeah, I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Yeah, so what you say now? Oh, me know?
Yeah, all you know.
Because I
long time you ever hear you talk about it.
You ever hear me talk about schizophrenia?
Yeah, the people that are display schizophrenic behavior.
Yeah, because you know, them are do things this way and them are do things that way.
Yeah.
And when them are do over here, so it's totally it's not in harmony with them are do over there, so.
Trust me, the definition right on the head, because what you have in your head, because schizophrenia is basically what you have in your head, is totally different thing from what I'm in the world.
World, yes. It gives you a false perception of reality.
Right, so you hit the nail right on the head, man. But I'm going to go through the whole of them sickness there now, and what them call sickness, but I realize that it's just really a mental imbalance. Them say it's just a chemical imbalance in my brain. Them say I'm going to get it through my genes, through my genetics.
Sometimes you inherit it,
Yeah, but going through that and through that journey, through my initial breakdown, because I did have a breakdown, isn't it? Yeah. I discover a lot of things, because I'm doing, I'm go back on myself, discovering them, to find back myself, Yeah, I'm find out a whole heap of things, man, whole heap of things. So I like to share the people, isn't it?
Well, share some might with you now.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find it, because a whole heap of things right down in the Muta. Because I go War 21, and them put out this new version of the Bible, This, remember for NIV or whatever, but we write it down in the Muta, see it. The New King James Version, 1982 by Thomas Nelson. Isn't it? It will tell us, by the 6th century AD, the scribes had succeeded by a group known as the Masoretes, who continued to preserve the sacred scriptures for another 500 years in a form known as the Masoretic text. Babylonia, Palestine, and Tiberias were the main centers for the Masoretic activities. Also, Babylon was a place where they get information from writing of the Bible.
Of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but by the 10th century AD, the Masoretic or the Tiberias, led by the family of Ben Asher, ascended to the throne. By an additional 2 centuries, they were only recognized form of the Hebrew scriptures. So the Masoretic texts are it become the Hebrew scriptures.
Masoretic text,
yeah. Right, and that tells us about Daniel Bloomberg, who printed the first Rabbi Bible in 1516 to 17. Then 1524 to 25, a second edition was prepared by Jacob Ben Shayin. So I had 3 different versions of the Bible that prints off our,
Well, I never print, where them do is write it.
Yeah, them write it.
You never have print it. That's why them pass it down through written text.
Yes. So 3 times that the Bible get copied already, One was from the Tiberias and the Masoretics, who was run by Ben Asher, and then they have the Hebrew text was designed by Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Into the rabbinic text, the rabbinic. I don't know if I catch the word right still.
I don't know, man. I would call it wrong too.
There's a minute now left for my credit.
Oh, you know no more credit?
No, I'm working with him. I only a little information I find out in a little time I spend a search for myself and them thing, you know.
Yeah, that's good, man. Occupy your brains with knowledge.
Yeah, man. But you know, even they said Jehovah, you know, a conspiracy against the black people, you know. I tell you, say, if you eat Jehovah, you know, because Jehovah trick Eve and tell Eve to eat the apple, you know. The snake, you know, instead of say the snake trick Eve, you know, and the Pharaoh ever wear the snake on her feet head, you know.
Yeah.
So the Pharaoh of them was affiliated with the snake, you know, while Jehovah was over in the Canaanite region and the same thing. And at one point in Wikipedia said, even Jehovah himself does have to ask the Egyptians them to help one at a time, you know. So Jehovah, I mean, like how Jehovah move, I say, if you burn out the snake and them things.
Yeah, then the Jews, them know they said God have a wife, man, named, what's your name again? Aska. Her name starts with A, though. But if that say God have a wife, you know, and them take it out, the Roman, them take it out, and the old Torah, the book of the Torah, and the whatsoever them call them book, the Jewish book, them, and them take it out, because them don't want to hear that part about God have a wife and all them something there. If you Google it, you will see it. Yeah? Oh, him credit done now. Him credit done. All right. We'll continue the journey. We don't still play Roy Richards because the bridge in the locks for Roy Richards still. All right, so we're going to go forward now and play this bridge from Sierra Leone. Him name Yardman Ade. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. Yes, El.
El Muta.
Blessed man.
Blessed. Muta.
Yeah.
Could I have a request, please?
Tell me now.
Yeah. Save the Children by Jadeo.
Save the Children by Jao.
Jadeo and Focus.
I don't get the last name, you know.
Focus.
Save the Children by Focus?
But yeah, Jadeo and Focus is a couple artists is on the record.
I don't know that tune there. I don't Save the Children.
Yeah, man. Well, possibly. It's not that popular. It's just a new record come out. I've given it to you, okay? And my name is Mr. X from Ours. You
give me that tune there?
Yeah, man.
When you give me the tune, tell me.
I gave you the tune, I think it was last year, just in front of the foyer. You was going inside the radio station. Yeah. I give you that record about twice now. Yeah. Or you could, if Time for Change.
The children.
Everyone has the one there, Time for Change. And that one is by Focus.
All right, me look for it, Reggie. Me look for it.
Good. Like the work you're doing, like you work you're doing, Virgin. We would like some more Virgin like you know about what you know. You are gifted to do what you are doing, and with people like you, we must go forward.
All right, I give thanks.
Every time, my brother. So we'll try it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember me, no?
No.
You remember the first show you come to Islington to do a show?
The first
one?
And
we promote it?
The what?
No, you come to Islington to give us your strength.
Yeah, well, at school.
No, it was at
the park, the center.
Long time, you know.
I'm going to hold for Marcus can have a picture of them.
Yeah, great works.
Yeah, me remember. I'm come out Islington. Yeah, man, said me.
Yeah, man, African love, man, and a black power every time.
All right, give thanks, Bridget.
Every time. Thanks again.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, just a quick question. We play a song after a guy called about Roy Richards' birthday.
Roy Richards, yes.
Everybody. I will sing that. I sang name.
Everybody.
I always love it, but I don't know it.
No, I play a tune named Contact, and I play a tune named Freedom Sounds by Roy Richards.
The tune you play, the tune you play immediately after I'm done talk. It goes something like everybody. I try, but I like know the name of that tune there. Can you play it sometime?
Everybody. But I don't remember which tune we play after that.
No, but immediately after him call and talk about it.
After the Roy Richards?
Yeah, man, immediately after the guy. After the
Freedom Sound, I play. When him call and ask me for Roy Richards, I play Freedom Sound.
Oh, Freedom Sound by who?
By Roy Richards. La, 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 la. I know that.
Yeah, man, I see him. Oh, I Ray Richards sang that.
Yeah, see. And it have the deep bass behind.
Yeah, man, right.
Yeah.
But is that album with the pan or something, sir?
No, I don't. No, them tunes are 45 minutes of them pound and I'm going to transfer them to the computer.
Oh, Freedom Sound by Ray Richards. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Give thanks. I appreciate it. But I love the program. A long time I listen to it. You know?
Yeah, man, give thanks, Virgin.
Yeah, man. Give.
Yes, EL.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, blessed.
Blessed love Muta. A long time I still in a 20 years when I listen to the first time I chat to you still.
You serious? You miss out 6 years old tight?
No, let me never get so still, you know. That's foreign still from me. To me, your music, them pan radio up there still and come out and I hear you on the radio still,
Yeah,
you
man,
know.
give thanks, man.
But I cannot do make a first still, you know. I mean, you talk and the people, them kind of confused and I call you madman and things. You have to laugh, you know. Because when I talk to some people, that they might tell me,
so Muta madman.
I see it and all them things there, you know.
Yeah.
But you see, people, Africans, them know, I consider myself an African, not more than that, you see me? African people and the Western world that get brainwashed by a book and the Bible, you know. And the Bible, that is thing where have black people confused, you know. That they must see themselves in the Bible. The Bible is about the destruction of Africans and the enslavement of Africans from the time of the Greeks coming up.
Yeah.
After them time, they were enslaved, you know. Now, the Bible, the first chapter there still, it kind of makes sense, you know, how the creation explains still. But the second part of the Bible, the second chapter, you know, a man starts like that. I said, these
So,
are
the first chapter? Hold on. Yo.
of heaven and the earth.
May I ask you a question? You said the first chapter and then the second. You said the second chapter, no, a man write it. So, who write the first chapter?
Well, a man write it still, but they write it in a way where it make common sense then, you know.
Like the part of the first chapter make common sense.
Yeah, the first chapter make common sense.
No, tell me which part of the first chapter make common sense.
Well, it tells you that I'm the Alpha and the Omega, you know, see it.
Which part of the first chapter say that?
Yeah, the first thing what in creative state now was the sun.
No,
the sun was the first thing that in result of the water. Everything comes from the water.
Hold on. In the beginning.
In the beginning.
God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without farm and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. Which part I talk about Alpha and Omega?
Huh?
Which part I talk about Alpha and Omega in the first chapter?
Well, I put it down here. When you create the sun, and the darkness there, you know what I say? And the sun bring the light.
No, what you want to know? I know the sun him talk about when he say let there be light, you know.
The greater light.
Because he make the plant then before he make the sun. You never know that? In the first part, the chapter where you talk about make more sense. He make the plant them before he make the sun.
No, man, the sun was the first thing he make, man.
You know, listen to me and say, no, you are telling me we're not in the Bible.
The sun, then the moon, then the firmament, then the earth, and then he make the, then after that.
Yeah, what? All right, here what you do. Here me ask you for do. Go find a Bible and call me back. I read it when me say. Hear what me say to you.
No,
but you quote the thing and me I tell you say, he make this plant then before he make the sun.
Which Bible you get that from?
The King James Bible. The King James version of the Bible. He make the sun there. He make the plant.
How did the first day come about?
Eh? Oh, what?
The first day.
I don't know how it come about. I tell you where in the Bible. I tell you where in the Bible. The Bible start out, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And then him start to comment how to make the things them. I mean, I tell you, say,
so where the light come from?
Eh?
Where the light come from?
You ask me that, Bridget. I don't know where the light come from. Why you ask me that for? I tell you where in the Bible. No, I tell you where in the Bible. The Bible say that God make the plant them before make the sun.
Make everything in that 6th day, right?
Yeah.
So when the first day start?
Brethren, you want me say?
The first day start, I ask you.
You want to know? You just tell me now, say the Bible this and the Bible that. And now me go ask you and quote something in the Bible and you contradict what me I say in the Bible. That's why I tell you, say, go to a Bible and Google the Bible, the Genesis 1, and see if you don't see, say, God make the plant them before he make the sun. You laugh.
Yeah, me I laugh because me I say.
Me I say. Never repeat the same thing over and over. Fit banish all doubt. Banish all doubt. Just go find a Bible. Borrow your next door neighbor Bible. And look in at the Genesis 1 and see if it's going.
We can get past that. We can go to the second.
Yeah, we're going to the second one. What we ask about the second? It's the second one of foolishness.
When you say these are the generations of the earth and heaven, what does these mean? These mean more than one or two.
Yeah, let us make man in our own image. It means more than one, yes.
Okay.
More than one
generation. So these are the generations, you know.
Yeah.
Of the heaven and the earth. See?
Yeah.
And then he say he make the man and then he bring animals to the man find and mate. And then
he doesn't say find and mate. He say God take the ribs out of
the marrow out of the man and make a woman.
Yes.
Now on the 6th day God say he make the man and the woman. On the same day.
On the 6th day?
On the 6th day.
Yeah.
He make the man and the woman on that day.
So what happened?
I never after that. And the only commandment is give them multiply and replenish the earth.
All right.
Everything after that, a man write it.
So we have the man write it. And no man write it.
Yeah, but now say, them I said God gave man Allah's law. The only law that man they give man when him create the man and the woman and tell him to replenish the earth and be fruitful and multiply.
Who said that? No, the Bible you talk about, brethren.
The Bible is God's word.
Who says so?
White man.
So you believe that? No, but you talk about it like no, you know, you did your complaints, a white man write it, and then you talk like so you actually believe it.
When I believe in it, no, but I don't believe in that things like Muta.
No, you talk and defend it, so I don't believe it.
Them can't pick up. What we 5 things them can't pick up is what I know.
The Bible says God put the man to sleep. The Bible says God put the man to sleep and take out what time ribs and create woman.
Yeah. I know that they say that is 6.
No, because that 2 different people are right. Because you know what that means? It means that 2 different people are right. No, what me I say?
That was the Bible I said. And it said make them on the 6th day.
No, you know how this told me I say.
And the commandment in it give them is to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth.
Yeah, so me I tell you say,
over all that he has created.
The reason why it sounds so contradictory because it's 2 different writers are right where I read.
Yeah, 46 man write the Bible, Muta.
No, me don't know what man write it, but I'm just tell you.
And when I say 46 white man.
46 man write it.
Yeah, that's why when I say
a 46 man write it. A 46 man.
I want to understand.
Brethren, 46 men translated to the King James Version.
The King James Version, man.
No, the King James Version and the version before it are the same thing. It's just that them translate one to English and call one the King James Version because him add in it for translate. But the Bible did it before King James.
Yeah, we know that, but I say when King James write it, you know, when they write, I mean, are they them boy who they call themselves the Illuminatis, them going to
No, Illuminati, no, man. And just the Bible was translated by King James, friend.
Influenced King James to write the Bible.
Oh, the man got get involved in I work with it.
Because, alright, we read past chapter 2 that it talk about the Tower of Babel, right? And it tells us that the people them didn't make towers and things, and this God now see these people and say it was an abomination. And the people are talking in one language. Now, for you to build towers, you know, you have to know geometry and mathematics and them things there. You understand what I say? So now, the people are talking in one language, and then now the not man that create things and build things. And if God comes to them, destroy them and say, must scatter them all over the earth, make them talking in other tongues. Which nations is scatter all over the earth and talking in different tongues? Now the Africans did. We just scatter all over the earth and talk French, Spanish, Portuguese and all them things.
So you believe it then? So you believe what I'm saying then?
But I believe, no, what I tell you say, when black people are demonized, the Babylonians them and the Pharaohs them and the Chinese, and them ancestors them are demonized.
Yeah, well, obviously, them don't know what them are do, obviously.
They when I say, they don't know what them are do. They like tell you say, as the Bible use and confuse black people.
Yeah, but me I tell you say, the plant them make before the sun and you start to confuse.
No, I know you in the Bible. And the first thing I make was the sun. And the sun is what gives life to everything that is universal.
But I know the Bible don't say that. The Bible said the plant they make before the sun.
Listen, man, if the sun is not here, there is nothing here.
That's why me not accept them at say. That's why I don't accept them at say, you know. I don't accept them at say, because me know say.
Light him.
Yeah.
Let's see the melanin in our way. Enhance his body and the mind.
All right. Me can talk little. Let me talk little. Me talk little. Me can talk little.
Yeah, go on.
All right, hear me I say. You know, you start out the conversation. You start out the conversation by saying the first part makes sense, but the second part no make sense. And
but
then you start to say,
a pure confusion after that.
No, but listen to me now, but me I show it all the first part confusing too.
Let me see so.
All the first part confusing too, because I said the plan they make before the sun, and me and you know to the sun.
For man.
Wow.
The creation was being created for his children then. And the first that a human being on this planet was the Cushite nation up in the mountains of Ethiopia.
Brethren.
That was the only nation on the earth one time.
Brethren. Me not contradict what you are saying now. Me I tell you say, you don't say the first part makes sense, but the second part don't make no sense.
No, Mr. The first chapter.
Yeah, the first chapter. Then the first chapter and the first part, brethren. I mean, I'm sure you say, the first part to me no make no sense neither. Because it tell you say, the plant they make before the sun, and me and you know say, it take the sun for all living things on earth live.
Yeah, what you see, first of all, before them people can come into place. See, and the more control the growth of the plants, you know. You understand that? And the more make things grow.
The first part, right? But you have to make the first part, all right. You tell me the first part, all right.
And then you make the smaller things and the moon, the night and the day, and that was the first day and night. Because night and day are two different things.
All right, go back and read. We don't want to go back in that.
After the cat part, we like this morning.
The advertisement of a play, I have to lock you off now. Where you laugh at? Why you laugh? Tell me.
That person, Muta.
Eh?
Why come check up on RFM one day? Yeah?
No, why you come check up on RFM? Why?
My reason with you.
No, but you can't reason because anytime I there RFM up on the radio, I'm there. Me not come here to come talk outside. Me come to talk on the radio.
Ah, yeah. One next time I call you again.
All right, blessed. Yeah, man. Give thanks, yeah?
Said love, man.
Yeah. Cutting edge. I got you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Morning.
What?
Muta?
Yes.
Yeah, man, morning.
Morning.
Macaulay mental say, you know what climate change is?
If I know what climate change is?
Yes, what causing it?
No, man?
Yeah, but it's a certain set of people that cause it. Because
insecure middle-class white men.
Eh?
Insecure middle-class white men.
Because them go at the moon and them drill the moon and it a drop back on the earth and a go into the sea and that change the climate.
Wait, hold on there. Why drop back on the earth?
The pieces of the moon were dropping into the water.
Pieces of the moon are dropping into the water?
Yeah, that cause it change in the climate.
Where you get that information from?
Huh?
Where you get that information from?
Then me listen to the radio and it say the satellite them always falling at the sea.
The what falling at the sea?
The satellite.
Satellite falling at the sea?
Yeah, so they fall out of the sky and fall at the sea.
No, but you have to tell me the moon up chip off and falling at the sea. That's why it occurs.
Yeah, because when NASA go up there, they drill the moon and they do it since 1969.
So may I ask you, where you get information say pieces of the moon are drop off in the sea?
Then I show you say when them go up there, them bring peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so
since 1969, them I show you that I think Armstrong, the man didn't even go up there that time there.
Yeah.
In July, then time there. Since then, them I go up there and them I drill the moon. The moon is so far from the earth in the Muta, so you know it's a go far right at the sea.
Of the moon, you know. I think pan where you say about the moon, a drop in the earth and the cars.
Yeah, like you know, like when you dig down a mountain, or the mountain dig down and them have the truck and bring a certain amount of it.
Yeah. So the moon, when you dig a mountain, when you dig a piece of the earth, it drop which part?
No man, they put it in the truck motor and they put it in the truck and them saying go.
Hold on there. You said them are dig off the moon and the moon are dropping at the sea.
Yeah.
And that cause climate change.
Yes.
So may I ask you now, when you dig off the earth, which part it drop?
It drop on the earth and then pick it up and put it into the truck and it go where it's going.
Which part them carry it? Up on the earth it there?
Yeah.
So why if you say them chip off the moon, it will drop off of the moon?
Because the moon turn motor. They have a dark side, they have a light side. So the side of them, while the moon turn, it will fall off. The moon is not always shining on the motor. You have full moon, half moon,
you have to go rethink what you say, though. You have to go rethink what you say.
No, Muta.
You're not
rethinking. You know what your problem is, Muta?
What?
When it's not you I tell the thing, it's like you don't believe it.
No, where you going to cuss me for, brethren? Where you going to cuss me for now? Because I know me I say it and you I say it, and we must accept what you say. Me I try work it out with you, you know. Me I try work it out with you.
Yeah, I'm not cuss you, but me I tell you, so you're not give me a
chance. When me not say it. Me I ask you a question. If a man a chip off the moon, and you say the moon a drop off of the moon a drop off of the moon and a drop on the earth.
Yeah.
May I ask you?
That cause the climate change because it can't in the water and the water is not as it used to be.
May I ask you, when you chip off the earth, where it drop?
It drop on the earth, Muta.
So when you chip off the moon, why it not drop on the moon?
Because the moon turn, Muta. Yeah, that's why you see the dark side sometimes.
What the earth a turn to?
Yeah, Muta. But the truck already pick it up and gone with it in a Muta. The moon over us. The moon is not under us.
No, the moon not over under us. Listen to me now.
When you look up and see it.
Yeah, but wait now. But sometimes you look up and you don't see it. What may I say to you?
You see the sun because at different time. Muta, you ever see the sun, the moon in the day yet?
Yes.
Alright, you ever see the sun in the night?
Yes.
You see the sun there?
Yeah, man, them call it eclipse and all them something there. Anyway, wait now.
Not the sun, Muta. Don't talk so man. People are here, you can't say that about the sun.
No, we don't want to go see the sun or the moon. When I said to you see, Virgin, may I try work it out.
Yeah.
The pieces where you said drop on the earth, where it drop from the moon and drop on the earth.
No, man.
Them,
remember I said NASA, I go to the moon. And
all right, so them take it from the moon and bring it from earth.
Yeah.
And when them put it and bring it from earth.
Yeah, but it is dropping in the sea, and that is why you have climate change. It's not this like what I tell you about.
Is NASA drop it in the sea? Is NASA drop it in the sea?
Then know why you know they might try to drop the moon.
No, man, may I ask you if it's NASA drop the moon in the sea, the pieces of the moon in the sea?
Muta, let me tell you this. The moon not big as you think it is, you know.
No, me not thinking about the moon.
The moon is smaller than the earth.
No, but me not thinking nothing about the moon. May I ask you, when NASA chip off the moon and take it and put it in a them spaceship and carry it come at the earth, where them put it?
Must be in the sea, Muta.
Oh, I mean, why it must be in the sea? Them put it.
Because climate change is happening.
So
means something is in the
can
water that is
change.
making the North Pole melt.
So is the moon where them chip off, carry come at the earth and put it in the sea? Why all of this are going?
And this has been going on since 1969, and that
so it's from 1969
you
start to have climate change.
It is catching up with us because they're trying to break the moon. They're drilling the moon while they're up there. They're drilling it like to tear down a mountain. That's what they're doing up there.
And take all the parts of them drill and bring it come down here.
Then put it in the satellite, and the satellite fall into the sea, and that's why and that's why it is warm in the sea because of
all of
the moon is.
All of the moon does. Them put in our satellite.
The rock to the rock. They might drill it with drill motor. They're using drills and drilling it up there. China is helping and Russia is helping. I know they're talking about Africa want to go up there.
Right, why them drilling the moon? Why them drilling the moon for bring the rock down here? Why them doing it?
They're not drilling to bring the rock down. They're drilling it to break it, but they don't want us to know. And that's why I'm telling you, when you go to Africa, tell the Africans not to go up there.
Why them want to break the moon? Why them want to break it?
Why they wanted us to be slaves, Muta?
No,
that's all they are. They're hopeless sinners, that's why.
Wait there, brethren. May I ask you, as you bring up the theory, may I ask you, why them want to break the moon?
No, it's not a theory, it's the truth. My theory says that's what they've been doing.
Why them want to break the moon? Why them want to break it?
Because they're hopeless sinners.
What do you mean hopeless sinners?
These are the bad things that they keep doing to destroy mankind.
So them now get destroyed?
Huh?
Them now will get destroyed?
Yeah, they gonna get destroyed too, but they're destroying us too. I mean,
no, so
if a scientist come in your ears and was telling you this
break the moon
in 1 second.
They might break the moon for destroy themselves.
No, to destroy us.
No, them no man to them now. They're upon the earth to when it are destroyed.
Yeah, the earth are destroyed right now. That's why you have all this climate change.
I am asking you, the man them who is putting the rock, the earth, the moon in the spaceship and it drop in the sea, and it got destroy. Whosoever I say it got destroy. I ask you. You say them trying to break the moon. I ask you why them trying to break the moon.
Muta, you see when the moon break, is the same climate change we're going to have. It's going to be worse, and they would have their plan already to get themselves out of it.
Okay, who is there, by the way? Who is there?
Who is there?
Who's the one that you're talking about?
NASA. I already said this to you.
The Americans.
Yeah, but not only them, because now they have the Chinese and the Russian.
All right, so the NASA,
going up there.
So the whole of them make up for destroy the planet. The Chinese...
They have ways to save themselves. If they're going to do it, they would have ways to save themselves. They're breaking the moon.
No, you keep saying them have broke the moon. Me I tell you, say... All right, so when part of the part of the moon were dark is why the broke part.
No.
Okay.
if youths, it's not broken yet. They're still drilling it, and the constant drilling, and you know how much miles of drilling they've been doing since 1969. How much miles they have covered already?
You said that already, 40 years ago.
No. 50.
You said 69.
Since 1969.
Yeah, then about 40 years.
That's like 49, 50 years.
Started nearly 50 years, yes.
Yeah, 49. It's going to be 50 years like next year.
I contradict it, man. Mr. 40, I know you're telling 40. Mr. 40.
Mr. 40.
Yeah, so from 40, you know them I drill the moon. And I put it in a rocket and I bring it upon the earth. And
no rocket. Them I put it in the satellite them because the satellite them is hollow. And when it go into the satellite, the weight of it makes the satellite fall. And when the satellite fall, it falls into the sea.
Can I ask
because it falls into the sea.
What fall in the sea? The rocket them, the satellite them fall into the sea.
Yeah.
Alright, so may I ask you, where you get that information from?
Listen, the satellite, the radio to the satellites fall out the sky all the time because and I know that's what they're doing to let that satellite fall out the sky.
Where you get the information? Where you get the information that the man them man. Where you get the information that the man them go up on the moon, chip off the moon, put it in a satellite, and the satellite drop and fall in the sea? Where you get that information from?
Muta, the satellite is as big as the back of a truck.
Now ask you where you get the information from? Not tell me how the satellite big and where you get the information from that them chipping off the moon, put it in a satellite, and the satellite fall in the sea. Where you get that information from?
Muta, you're a journalist, you know you don't give up your source.
Me not give up my source, then you come on radio and talk about it.
No,
you
sure. I'm telling you, I'm saying don't your journalists have a rule that they don't give up the source?
You're a journalist then. You're a journalist.
When I'm talking to you?
You're a journalist when you talk to me.
Yes.
So you're not gonna tell me the source of where you give out from where you know that they might chip off this. Because why? Why you're not giving it out?
Muta.
Who you going to
You don't need any. If you look at what I'm saying, Muta, I call you a time and I ask you to tell the world about this thing. You don't remember that?
Listen to me. You take me come on the radio and say something that will implicate somebody, and them ask me where me get the information from. Me have to find and get it. Them going to sue me. So as soon as I sue you now.
Muta, I watch TV and the TV tell you say the journalist.
Watch out. You know what TV? Let me watch TV every morning, noon and night. I don't need to sleep now watch TV.
And don't the journalists don't give out their source?
The journalists go give out with source. So you don't give so
the source of the information.
All right. So you come with that information to the man them a drill off the moon. The moon. No information that you give me. Where you give me?
Muta, yeah. But I am your source.
You're not my source.
But I'm going to tell you.
You're not my source. I ask you where you get information from. And that's the source me want about. At the top me out, the source.
Yeah, but Muta, your source is me.
Where you come on the radio and I tell me all these things for? You tell me, say, them a chat create the climate change.
If you get another source besides me, that is hearsay, Muta.
Then no hearsay that. I hearsay no TV, you say the seed pan.
Yeah, but you hear it from me.
Yeah, so I must believe what you are saying.
Muta, you see the climate change.
No, me's a journalist. All right, wait. Me's a journalist. And you come on the radio, come tell me something. And me must find it out from where you get this. What is the source of your information?
No,
a journalist finds out the source of his information before he impart it to the people. Before him impart it to the source
of your information. The source of your information is me.
No, but you can't decide for me if I must now pass it on to the other people them as a reality or as something substantial. You must supply me.
Yeah, but it's like you making it up, Muta.
Yeah, make it up.
Tell you.
You're watching Star Wars or something.
No.
Yeah, anyway, me have to move though.
Yeah, Muta, tell the people though.
Then you know just tell them. You just tell them.
When you go Africa, tell them don't go up there because
don't go up where? Where they must go? Where they must go? Where they must go? Where they must go?
Africa trying to start their own space program too.
Yeah, so what that? So, yeah, well, you can't stop it. Anyway, we have to move, Bridget.
Yeah, but Muta, if they go,
We have to move.
I'll let the blame go be for Africa because America been going there for 50 years and it didn't happen.
Bridget, we have to move. You understand?
All right.
I want to never brother hear about too much methane gas in the atmosphere. Methane gas. I want to know what is methane gas. I want to know that because of the pollution with industrialization of the place and all these things, it causes other things to happen. Because of the cutting down of the trees in other places like in the Amazons, in Brazil. The more you cut down the trees, is less carbon dioxide. I wonder if you know about all of those things. Carbon dioxide, methane gas, carbon monoxide, all of these things that is emitting in the atmosphere that is causing a breakdown of the climate. Methane gas coming from livestock farming, carbon monoxide, carbon, all of them coming from industrialized places and all of these things. I wonder if you hear about these things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, blessed, yeah. You know, sir, a good while when I call him. I've always been a broke while ago in a call, long time when I go around in a circle. But I
tell you, related
to where you talk to the man, but I just want to say it real quick. I think your show almost finished.
Yeah.
All right. You see what I must say about drilling the moon? Yeah. I don't know about that. But what I can tell you for a certainty is that NASA, with the cooperation of like the Japanese as well as the Chinese, them come up with a plan, right, for clear all the space debris from the satellites.
Yes.
The space debris caused by satellites, they're up in a space afloat around for years and years and years.
Yes.
And that plan really is based on a design what them have, which is like them basically create a space net which basically take all like it pull in all of the debris and them use the ozone layer of the Earth's atmosphere as an incinerator to burn up the space debris.
Yeah, I have heard of that, Bridget. I have heard of that.
Yeah, and that is which a lot of people have been saying that that's another issue, that climate change, that result in climate change.
Yes.
So I don't know, because what I'm saying about the satellites going into the sea is basically like NASA and also the Ariane Cosmodrome in a French Guyana. Them have a tendency for those two places where we know as space launch sites. They have a tendency to burn the debris when them launch and them let off the different rockets or whatever. They normally just let them back out into the sea.
Yeah.
A lot of like
the capsule, them always most of the time the capsule drop in the sea.
Repeat?
Most of the time the capsule them drop back in the sea.
Yeah, that's so massive. So I don't know if it's that the man I talk about, but that's what a lot of them do. Sometimes like like in a Cape Canaveral, which NASA launched them stuff. Them have like a radius so you can't go within when them are launched, and them also, not all the time, sometimes them also clean up some of the space debris in the sea. I don't know how much of them.
Here's the problem we have with the Virgin reasoning. The Virgin say it's data cause climate change.
Yeah. So that is what I saying that this new technique that them using to clean the space debris around the Earth by burning up the old satellites.
I have heard of that. I have heard of that from different sources, and I have heard of that the debris them dump it in the sea, and then that cause a whole heap of eruption. I have heard of that. What I have a problem
but what I'm saying, is the debris, the space debris, the debris that is already in space, the old satellites that's floating around, they are using that. They're getting rid of it by using the ozone to burn that debris. That is the new technique that they're using via a thing called a space net.
But it's not that him saying, no?
No, I know that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That maybe that is what he's trying to say.
I have no problem. I have no problem with what you just say.
Well,
because I have heard of dumping.
It's a reality. Them call it CERN, which is the Center for European Nuclear Research. Them work on them thing in them lab, and them actually want to launch the first one early next year. So it's like a reality. Them really have an issue with a lot of like old satellites. A lot of the things when people say, if them go out now and look up and say a star, it's not stars, all like mechanical devices afloat around.
And I have heard of app that is used in certain things to create tension in the earth.
Well, harp is a real thing,
I tell you, say, I have heard of app. No, I don't know to it, because I played a documentary on this program about app. Creating tsunamis where tsunamis never usually there, and creating shift on the earth and cause certain things. I have heard of that, and I look into it and I say, this is possible. But you see, I never take something a man, I explain to like how you are explaining it, where you just said to me, I don't hear about that already,
Okay.
It's film reason now where I tell me, say, they might take pieces and not drop it into the sea, and then now it become, take the truck, they might chip off this and not chip off that. And then I ask him something and him tell me because him not reveal him source. If I ask that question and you come on the radio with something, you have to tell me the source, I'm not going to accept it. Because I must be able to validate it. Just like what I tell you, brother, say, you tell me, I tell you, say the earth, the plant, God make, in the Bible, God make the plant before he make the sun. And the brethren, I say, him don't know about that. I say, go in the Bible, go look. That is my source, because the Bible, what did that talk about? So I tell him, go on my source. I now go keep the source. I say, well, I now go tell you my source. Because I don't know, I'm not a journalist. Our journalists now go tell them source. If you come on the radio and I make them pronouncement there, you're supposed to tell me where you get it from. Just like what I tell the brethren, say, go into the Bible, go look for it, or Google the Bible, the chapter, and see if it's there. And then you come back to me and say, Muta, I'm not like that in the Bible, I'm foolish to attack. It's just simple. All right, brethren?
Yeah, man, take care, big up.
Yes. I'm glad that so much one that listen to the program, them was that too, because a man just called me from England too. Why, my brethren, from England, Yes, sir. I reached long all right. Give thanks to hear your voice again. I reach long totally all right. So you know me I say now, so we're going to come forward, little more from this. If I did in England now, 5 hours ahead at 7 o'clock, I sit down and watch TV, I try to sleep. I get serious thing, jet lag. I know I still jet lag, you understand? So you know I say now, we'll come forward at 2 o'clock with the cut stepping razor, the art of war. I will hope say, those of you who stay with me till this hours, just stay with me, you understand? Because say, yes, stepping razor, cutting edge, we're there with you, continue. We want to heal up all the ones them again who make sure, say, the time we spend, how much days, 10 days in England, was wonderful, may I tell you. Even though it was like 11 degrees centigrade. I see some remarks from my Instagram page there where I say, one of them people about me and my brethren going to our market and buy things and him start to video me and put it on the Instagram there. May I tell you? I never know so many people can view something at such a short bit of time. Less than a day. And if you hear the comments them, but if you want to know the comments them, you can go up on my Instagram. Real Mutabaruka. And that Brian say real Mutabaruka. All right, real Mutabaruka. Go upon it and you see me Instagram page. Every time them are tell me say must say it on the radio, and I can't remember it, but because of this thing I don't have to say it because them are remind me say me must say it. Shamara say me must remember, Brian especially say me must remember, because he make it for me. You understand? So here we are saying now. We give thanks for the moment, give thanks for the time, give thanks for the energy. We are who are coming now. We don't know who are coming now, but we can go and do what we are doing until whosoever come in. I just say it go. Yes. I don't know how I explain something to someone, you know. That sometimes you hear me and a man talk. I want the one to know, say, me have to dig deep that people are listening to me and I listen to the program. Sometimes it's not even me I think, you know. It's who are listening. I want to make sure, say, the person out there who are listening get a clear understanding of what the person has said. So more time, even though it look like, well, Muta talk to the brother, so or Muta talk to and all them way there. It's really, me want to get it out of them to talk the way that the people them can understand it. Because sometimes you have some people out there, you know, for you talk about moon and this. Because some man tell me, say no satellite not out there, you know. You have some man abridging a reason, and they tell me about the flat earth theory. And when we start talking to him about the satellite and everything, them say no satellite not out there. No satellite not out there, foolishness. When they tell you about satellite out there and the earth, and as a matter of fact, you have a next man will tell me, say, when they tell me about planets and moons and stars, not planet and sun and star out there, no go so. You have the earth, the moon and the sun, and that is where it ends, and the stars. Because he's a Bible scholar that. He is a Bible scholar. He have the earth, the moon, and the stars. And earth, moon, sun, and star. There's no Venus, no Mars, no out there. So I trick them a trick way. That people tell me, you know. Me and some man argue about that already one Saturday, you know. And then him start to tell me now, say, yes, but you see, we are talking about satellite boat. When I say, so what I'm talking like cell phone and when man is tracking them, say, no, no satellite up there. The car them run under the sea and all that. They don't understand that too. Me not say no to that. Me not say no when they tell me about stars, about cars and things. I mean, no, come and see. Man I run cable under the ground. But you have satellite out there. Hundreds and thousands of satellites in the sky. That is beaming in and this and beaming in and that. Or you think them man they get for see certain people, them sit down in Seattle and Vermont and see people that do certain things in Afghanistan and things. A satellite them have. And my imagination that. I may follow white people and white people have fooled me. Because it come to all that to when me and the bridge attack. It's like if I say, I have to say, then Muta, I can show you say the earth flat. And I'm going to prove to me say the earth flat by reasoning with me. Anyway, what I say is that sometimes you hear me and a man attack and a reason. And I want to get to where exactly I say. Exactly where I say. Because you see how the brethren come a while ago now and I clarify about this and that. And I say, but them think that's something we may hear about from a longer time. But you see, if you not explain the thing, me not go just accept it. Me not accept it. And if me accept it, me still go dig deep. That's all man like Matrix accept it. Because Matrix not too right in I made neither. When you go from film Instagram, when you go from Matrix Instagram, it's not too right in I made. So it's when you talk something, you have to make sure all man like Matrix. You have to make sure man like all Matrix, and that's what I say, because of worries. Hey, watch your man. Me put some things for my internet, what do you call it? Instagram. Just to test the waters. You know, right? I mean, I tell you, say, the comments from me get on the Instagram, and I said, no, this is not serious. This is not serious.
I ask the question all the while. When you put out some sensible post,
nobody no view it, nobody no comment or nothing. But you put out some little fool, frivolous things. You hear some little fool, frivolous. Like that idea, you know, with England, I'm a brethren. I mean, me walk without shoes on me there, so me walk without shoes on me up there, so me not. You understand? Me walk without shoes. Anywhere me go, me walk without shoes, right? Me don't say me no wear shoes, but just that nobody never see me in that shoes yet because I years me no put it on. But if the case come, me never put it on. But me never see nothing wrong. Anytime, me not say me have to walk with shoes because me in England and I don't go that because it's 5 degrees Celsius. When them call it Celsius or centigrade Celsius. Me never see the need for do that. You understand? So, me there fire, me don't have no shoes. Me there, so me don't have no shoes. It's hot. The other space me go at Jericho. Me don't have no shoes. The coldest place me go in the Mutabaruka, Switzerland. Me don't have no shoes. As a matter of fact, me and my brethren up there playing in the snow. I mean, I picture it too. I'm going to post it up on Instagram. But, you know, my brethren that take me in our market. And I don't know how to take the picture that it will go on for about 50 seconds. And you know, see the top of me also. I mean, go over in front of the market to identify the market. This is Camden Market. And my foot start show. Rotted. Me go put it up on my Instagram to rat. It say me and my brethren in the market. Me come look some 78 record. And yes, so me come, you know, tell me the England, and yes, so me come shop. Ram scrap, if you ever see the damn foolishness, where the people ever comment about it, Rasta. In a letter that day, I must about 12,000 views. I must about, how much? The last time I counted 200 and add comments. 200 and add comments, you know. And you know what they comment about? Like 100 people, I say, them did I wait to see the last part of the thing, to see if me have no shoes. That's it. Yes, Muta upon the scooter. Yeah, them put on a different head. They put on my head and a different body. Them do it with Sizzler too, Sizzler and the Rizzler. You know, it's a joke thing that. But when I say that, me can't believe the comments. Muta, you're afraid to catch cold on your foot. Ah, them foot something. The people catch cold on them foot. People don't catch cold on them foot, right? I mean, what the rat is this? You know? Muta, you put on shoes in England. All them food things, but to me, in England, we put on shoes. But when I'm there, so I'm all right. You know, Muta, boy, I'm sorry, I'm sorry for you, you know. Man, you catch pneumonia and them things. I say, watch out, man. And most of them, watch out. You see, most of them, when I say that, I walk barefoot before them born. And up to now, I don't catch no cold in a neither foot and no head. You know, see it? But the comments, them is so frivolous. You know, and as one and two man I say, why them hear about this earthling thing where people are saying now say it's healthy for walk barefoot and them thing there. And them talk and them try to get me in a conversation about it. I mean, I'm not conversation with nobody on Instagram. No, can we put out something out there already? You say you put something about Marcus Garvey, I have 100 views. 100, what them call it? Views? Views and 10 comments. 10 comments and everything. You understand? All right. During Haile Selassie coronation, I said Damian Marley put out a thing about the coronation of Emperor Haile Selassie I and his wife, Empress Menen and Ray, and go right down. It must be about 15,000 views and about 300 comments. If you ever hear the comment, never talk about the thing, I said, no, who are the Selassie? Why this Rasta talk about Selassie? All Damian, me love you, you know, but me don't know who name, so you know. So weird. All right, so you want a history book? You want a history lesson? Why them think Damian Marley have had a long ear upon him head? It's because he must say my Rasta and he might yell Selassie. So all you have to do now is go find out. No, but them have this little derogative thing about, you know why you're not about Selassie? Who that man the name Selassie? Why Rasta always talk about Haile Selassie coronation? Them not take no time now to go find out that. And when you put up that now, it's like a joke thing. It's like it's not even a joke, you know. It's like almost like a ignorance. It's an ignorance where no one everyone get over the ignorance.
I feel say to the level of technology.
Yeah.
It take away the work from the brain. So
no, but I know them should have go examine it. It's like, look a while, let me tell the brethren, say, go looking at the Bible for say, if you not to tell the plant, then make before the sun. He must say, him not have no Bible. No. I tell them, oh, you argue about this something. And I tell you, if you go looking at the Bible now, and you go like you know want to go looking at it, then Google it then. Because that is how people get them information now. Them go Google. Everybody have Google now, you know. Google is a new educational master, you know. Like, you know, Google have masters, bachelors, doctorate, all that is Google, you know. So anything you want to know, you Google it. You just simply go upon the Google. If a man talk to me, I mean, I understand what I say. I mean, check a word, you know, like if the word, I go upon the Google and Google the word and see if it's spelled right or whatsoever. So nothing wrong with that. But the frivolousness is almost like I want to, you know, like what they used to say, Rasta, your God dead. First time I used to say that, you know. When them say Haile Selassie dead, 1974, 75, and say, Rasta, your God dead. And them a mock you know. Mock business. Well, that's the same thing we get from the youth them. Like you put something serious on the thing, and them it's like, but make you go put something like, you know, popcorn and fire gun in our range and them things. I'm going to say, yes, our when name there? When name, my father. My father have a picture where him hold out a man like a Jesus. You see that picture there? No. Yeah, him hold out a man like Jesus. The picture of Jesus. No. And him have some angel around him. But unfortunately, the angel around him appear white angels. All right. Nobody now say that, you know. You them say, hear the youth them now. Yes, my God. Yes, my boss. Yeah, man, them don't know say your God from long time, man. And you say, what the hell is this? Yes, continue the journey, no matter how busy with them want, say, you're the golden God. And it's like, you understand? Yeah, it's like 20,000 views. You know, see it, and a man I say, yes, and then, you are my, what them call it, golden God from long time. Make the bad mind people, them go and wara, it's and that. You know, somebody